We are all similar human beings, but what sets us apart are our habits. Let that sink in. That's powerful. We are all similar human beings. What sets us apart are our habits. Do you ever have a sort of sinking feeling about life in this modern day and age? Do you wake up with anxiety? Do you wake up feeling less than radiant? Do you wake up with dread? Do you wake up wondering what's the state of the world's going to be for our children and our children's children? We all get terrified by the noise of the world. But there's one habit that I can safely say is going to help you navigate the journey of life and move into frequencies of radiance and joy and love and vitality and beautiful health and hope for the future. And that is the habit of meditation. In this video, I'm going to show you how easy it is to set yourself up for an amazing day full of vibrancy and frequency of joy and love and enthusiasm with a 5-minute meditation that you can do every single day to shift your frequency and raise your vibration. If you wake up every single day on autopilot, scrolling through your phone, going through your morning routines, almost like you're sleepwalking, you're not going to change. And the feelings of dread and insecurities and of fear are going to dominate your day. And you're going to be reacting in this world, out into the world from that place. So what about setting yourself up for a successful, vibrant, joyful, love-filled day by starting with a 5-minute meditation before you go out into the world? Do not leave home without it. What if I told you that just by taking this 5 minutes in the morning to meditate, to become aware, to set intentions, is going to bring you more good, more vibrancy than you could ever imagine? Would it not be worth a minute of your time? So stick to the end of this video because I'm going to share with you this wonderful technique that is going to transform your day again and again and again. My name's Diana and I'm 47 years old. My boys are 25 and 23 and so they're out in the world now. So I have more time for my passions and for the things that light me up. It wasn't always this way. I was a single mum for most of that time. And so I had a big job on my hands to raise my sons and look after the house. But I knew that at some point in my 40s, it would be my time. And now it is my time. And I'm spending that time doing things that I'm passionate about. And one of those things is sharing ways in which we can strengthen ourselves and become more resilient and more loving and radiant and healthy in a world that is constantly bombarding us with negativity and things that are going wrong. As a single mum, I didn't always have time to fit in my meditations and my practices as much as I would have liked. And so I fitted in practices when I could. So if you are a single mum out there, know that your time is coming. And in the meantime, don't judge yourself. Be kind, do the best that you can do, try to fit in moments in your time because it will make your parenting so much better when you come from a place of intention and awareness rather than just blindly going out into the day and getting bombarded with everything. It will strengthen you up. So I really try to put in some of these practices where you can. The spiritual path is often thought as a journey that's just filled with love and light, and it's absolutely not. It's actually a very brave, courageous path to take because you have to step away from the conventional. You're moving out from the narrative of the family, out of what you've been told, out of the conventions of how you've been brought up, and you're starting to see things in a much bigger picture. And sometimes you have to go through quite a challenging time as you navigate this path, and you're observing and noticing things about your own self and others that perhaps are challenging for you. But all along the way we have something that keeps us anchored, and that is earth, sky, breath, body. And we keep coming back to this again and again and again as we navigate the challenges and the changes that are going on within us, as we navigate this spiritual journey, the hero's path, the warrior's path, it is sometimes known as, because it's a challenging path. So meditation and the yoga practices have supported me through many of these challenges. The challenges of being a single mum raising two sons, the challenges of going through a divorce, the challenges of having no money and trying to make ends meet, the challenges of health issues and losses of loved ones, losses of my beautiful Lila who passed away last year, my gorgeous Staffy. Yoga has always been this kind of strength and support and anchor through all the challenges of life. And of course, you're human too, and you must have met your own challenges. So we're all similar humans, right? But what sets us apart are our habits. So if we can cultivate habits that are going to support us through these beautiful ups and downs of life, this tapestry of life that we weave throughout our journey here on this short life that we have, and that we can make the most of it because we are strong and resilient and connected to source and connected to the earth and connected to the seasons and the cycles, and we see the bigger picture, then we navigate these paths with much more grace, love and ease and resilience. Meditation and obviously my yoga practice is now helping me through the changes that are happening in my body as a 47-year-old woman. The perimenopause is here. I'm starting to notice the dip in the estrogen levels for sure, and notice the increase in cortisol in my system. That creates feelings of anxiety. And whether you've got dwindling estrogen levels or whether you have anxiety, to wake up in the middle of the night with that brrr feeling in your body is uncomfortable to say the least. But to be able to trust, to be able to put my hand on my body and tell myself I am loved, or send healing light through my system, or get myself into a space of presence and joy and healing energy is going to has helped me so far navigate the changing landscape of my body as I move into these changes as a woman. And this affects men as well. You also go through your own changes. And so again, meditation as a daily habit is a very important habit that we cultivate, not just in the morning. I also like to wake up and connect into that meditation state. I like to sometimes end the evening on that meditation state, to go into the dreamland in a frequency of connection and joy and love and healing. Is a beautiful gift to give to yourself as you enter into sleep. Meditation is scientifically proven to reduce stress, lower cortisol, improve our focus, and to regulate our emotions. We are vibrational beings. Everything in the universe operates at a frequency, including our thoughts and our emotions. So having a daily connection to a practice that opens us up to frequency and vibration and energy, so we get to choose at the beginning and end of our day what frequency we want to emit, what frequency we want to have radiating through our body, the frequency of love, or the frequency of joy, or the frequency of peace or balance radiating through our body. What would that do to you? You're going to find out in a minute, so stick around. What frequency do you choose today? Please let me know in the chat, in the comments below, and let us all know, so everyone here who's commenting can read each other's comments on the radiance or the frequency that you would like to emit through yourself today. The world is changed by the frequency that you emit. So I'm going to say today that I'm going to call in to this beautiful body temple of mine, the frequency of loving kindness. So please comment below, what are your frequency? And then we can all be inspired by each other's frequency and start emitting into the world. And that's not just of great service to ourselves, but it's of great service to everyone that we meet. Remember, the heart has a 15 meters magnetic field around us in all directions. So what we have in here radiates out into the world, and this is a beautiful service that we can give at this time of great change here on this planet. It is shifting, we are changing, and together we can rise up in the spirit of love and connection and hope, and move out of the frequency of fear, lack, scarcity, or just a lack of hope. There are several rituals that I like to do before I go into meditation, and one of them is the use of essential oils. I have talked about this in one of my last videos. I've got many oils that I use for different purposes, medicinally, but also just to uplift my spirit. Plants have a vibration, they're a frequency. This particular one is rose. Rose has a very high frequency oil, and I like to dab a little bit onto my brow center for meditation. I like to dab some on my throat chakra. I sometimes like to dab it on my wrists. I can also just put it onto my hands and breathe it in, and you're automatically, the energy rises, the frequency lifts, and it's a wonderful aid to meditation. Essential oils, really good ones, organic ones, especially doTERRA. I do like the company. Like I said, I've used it for six years. I tell people about it because I use it and because I feel the benefits of it and because I'm passionate about things that work. I use it as a perfume as well. I do not like the synthetic perfumes. I like to smell organic and of pure beautiful flowers and essential oils instead. And I often get told to me, you smell so amazing, you smell so beautiful. So I do recommend, if you haven't already, transitioning into lovely organic essential oil. But I do have a link in the chat, in the comments below, where you can get a good price for your oil. Another thing I'd love to say about essential oils, when I first decided to go down this path 6 years ago, it came from a place of wanting to step into a kind of sacred, almost like an anointing of myself through using ancient oils, sacred and rich and luxurious, like a beautiful gift to myself. And I have to say, I've never looked back. I could never go back to using anything other than these organic, beautiful oils. Whether you choose to go with doTERRA or another company, it's not only uplifted my heart, my soul, the sacred nature of anointing myself every morning with beautiful oils in my creams, the smells, the comments people give to me for saying how beautiful I smell. Also, the amazing health benefits for different health issues. There's so much you can use for different problems that you have. It's like having a first aid kit that's really powerful and natural. And for that, I am so grateful to the plants, the beautiful plants we get to use for our healing. I've also got a lovely bit of wild orange that I'm going to dab on as well, because that's a very uplifting oil. So that's a beautiful way in which you can begin the meditation, is to get some oils on you and uplift the mind. In a meditation, we're moving into expanded levels of consciousness. We're opening up the higher gates. We're connecting to the source of life, to the source of love that flows through us. And this is an ever expanding consciousness and an awareness. Through meditation, every morning, we wake up and we become aware. And we set intentions. We move into the day as intentional beings rather than human beings that are at intention deficit, and they're just moving from one thing in reaction, in reaction, in reaction. If we make an intention to move into our day with the frequency of love, with the frequency of generosity, patience, then that is what we will offer. If you like the content that I'm putting together and sharing with you, please do like, comment and share. It really helps this video to get out to more people, and then it helps me to make more content and have more ideas and to share, knowing that there's an audience out there who are enjoying what I do. I'd also like to get to know you better. So your comments help me to get to know you. So do share who you are, where you've come from, what part of the journey of life you're on, what you're doing out there in the world. So we can all get to know each other in this world of needing to belong. We want to find our tribe and people that we resonate with. So please get to know me. I want to get to know you. Like, comment, share. Let me know how you are. It really is appreciated by everybody here. Okay, so I'm going to share with you now a 5-minute meditation that's going to transform your day. It's going to change your frequency, and you're going to move into the world knowing that the world will be changed by the frequency that you're emitting. What a gift this is. So let's take this time now for 5 minutes to feel and experience this meditation. Okay, so now I invite you to sit in a seat that is really comfortable for you, where you're going to get the most benefit from this meditation, whether that's sitting on the floor, as I am, or sitting in a chair, somewhere where your spine can be tall and lifted but not rigid. I want you to take the index and the thumb and rest the hands upwards. I want us to close our eyes and bring our awareness to just below the belly button. And we're going to take our grounding cord, a cord of connection, from just below the belly button all the way down through the tailbone and down through the rocks and the boulders into the heart of Mother Earth. Earth awakening. And I want us to take a deep breath from the deep heart of Mother Earth all the way up through the grounding cord, and then up through the spine to the top of the head, and take the breath all the way back down the spine and into the tailbone, down into the rocks and the boulders, into the heart of Mother Earth. And let's align to the heartbeat of her. Let's align to Earth's heartbeat, our own heartbeat, to this Earth temple and to our body temple. And already the frequency and the energy of our body aligns to harmony, balance and connection. We're going to bring the awareness to the crown of the head. We're going to take the breath all the way up through the clouds, if there are any, through the blue sky, and up into the night sky of space, to the universe of this beautiful expanding universe that we live in, our home. And we're going to allow this source of love and light, of our beautiful connection to the source of all there is, to come down through the top of our head, through our bodies, down to the tailbone, and then down through the rocks and the boulders into the heart of the earth. So we have 2 cords of connection here, and let's take a breath. As we close our outer eye and open our inner eye, we make an intention to see without the use of our eyes, and to become aware of ourselves together, sitting here, connected to the earth, connected to the universe, and connected to our body, awake and aware. And we're going to call in an intention for bringing in a frequency or an energy or a quality. And I'm going to choose this quality today, and I'm going to choose the quality of unconditional love. And I want us to remember a time in our lives when we felt unconditionally loved and cherished. I want you to picture it in your mind's eye. And if you can't picture it, and if you can't think of it, I want you to imagine what that looks like. As we stay rooted to the earth and lifted to the sky. And I want you to then release the picture of it and be left with the feeling of unconditional love. And as we sit still for the next few moments, rooted to the earth and lifted to the sky, the feeling tone of unconditional love flowing through us. Let's just sit quietly for this last minute. Beautiful. And then just gently taking your hand to the heart center. We're going to take the other hand and we're going to lift it up. We're going to imagine unconditional love as we breathe into the heart, filling it with love, and then radiating it back out into the world. So we've called in the frequency of unconditional love, and then we radiate it back out. The world is changed by the frequency that we emit today and all days. So why not make a habit of starting your day by raising your frequency and sending it out into the world, filling yourself up and radiating it out. Beautiful. Hands back to the chest. And release your hands. Now that took 5 minutes. 5 minutes of your day to reset yourself and set yourself up for a day filled with love and radiance and joy. Why not give it a go? Now, if you're not sure where to start with this, I've just completed with my people a 22-day meditation challenge. We did that throughout the whole of January, and we have had an amazing time. I've had such good feedback from this, with people saying it's radically shifted how they felt, how their day's gone, how they're feeling, and just couldn't be more grateful. So if you want to have an opportunity to set some new habits, to do a 22 meditation challenge where you meditate every morning for about half an hour. There's breathing practices, there's setting up, foundational setting ups, and some breathing techniques that help you go deeper into the meditation. And then we call in that intention for the day, the frequency that you want to emit. And we do that for 22 days. It's £1 a day. I'm going to put the link in the description below, and you'll have all those videos, and you can start your meditation challenge straight away. So don't delay, give it a go, see how it will shift you and be of great love and support and strength to not just yourself, but everyone you're in relationship with today and all days. And let's raise the frequency of this planet from that of lack and scarcity and worry and doubt to that of hope and joy and love and peace and balance. And in the meantime, say these words with me. I am love. I am light. I am all that is divine, and in this truth I live. And in this truth I live. Peace, peace, peace.